He also says that it is a benefit to those who are not directly involved in the genetic engineering of that specific embryo because children who are conceived through genetic engineering could also be used as organ donors. The destruction of any fetuses and embryos that are not brought to term could be used as organs and tissues for transplantation to adults with certain disease processes that will require them to need organ donations. In any other situation, they'd be waiting for months or even years to receive organs that would keep them alive or improve their quality of life. So, some have argued that there's no ethical issues with genetic engineering or creating designer babies because it is it follows the principle of beneficence to the child because they'll be receiving, quality characteristics and have what could be considered the best life that they're able to have. And others say it's not only permissible to do such a thing, but it's morally required because even if we don't bring those embryos to term, it increases the beneficence of those around us by being able to support them with organs and tissues and other things to save lives in that way. So there are people who say that procreative beneficence is a made up term. It's not something that is a moral obligation because the chances of any particular individual being born naturally is so unlikely given the infinite number of variables that had to be in place for someone to be born as the person that they are. So in order for any one particular person to exist, that individual's parents, for example, would have had to been created in the first place. They would have had to meet at the right time and conceive at a particular time in order to create the person that comes from that. So it's clear to oppositionists of the procreative beneficence that any change in any of those things will affect who's born. And this means that no one is actually harmed if one does not select the best offspring because that wouldn't have happened regardless. And that whoever's born, the child that's created, would not have had any worse life as they would have otherwise not been born in the first place.